I'm Greg Hawk. One of my subscribers to my YouTube channel contacted me about a claim he had filed at one time over in the Bradshaw Mountain just north of Phoenix. And he also bought a property up in Glencoe, California, right in the middle of gold country, on 10 acres. And he had somebody working for him that just inherited 86 acres and a couple gold mines, and wanted to know what it would do to, find out if there's any value in them. And I told him, well, you probably have to go in them or look at the tailing piles or whatever. As time went on, I decided, well, I'd go over and meet up with him and have a look at some of these mines he was talking about. He kind of got the gold bug. So I went on over and we went out and looked at the mines. One problem was that up there in the forested areas, over 100, 150 years, things overgrow and the tailing piles get covered up, so it's pretty hard to tell much about it unless you can go back in the mine and then have a look at it. So anyway, we went over there, we went out and we looked at the mines. I got a couple little short clips of the mines, and went to Mokelumne Hills, which back in 1848-49 during the big gold rush, it was one of the main places for placer gold. So I'll take you there and show you Mokelumne Hills. And if you happen to be out that way, also Jackson, California's got a lot of history there. It's not far away. It's a good place to stay. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Thank you. There I stopped in Mokelumne Hill, California. There's a lot of history in this area. It's very rich in gold. When they first started laying claims here, it was so rich that the claim sizes were 4 foot by 4 foot. So every miner was almost shoulder to shoulder. You hear they got a saloon in the old hotel here, and actually you can still get rooms here. And we're going to walk on down the street. There's a library down there. It's open part of the time that has a lot of history in it. So we're going to take a couple shots here, and then I'm going out to see a couple of mines that a friend wants me to look at, and we'll look at those. There's a little brass plaque on the old hotel here telling a little bit about it, and there used to be a courthouse. And we'll walk on down the street, and I'll give you a little bit of a panoramic view, looking back around, up the street, back to the hotel. Then we'll wander on down the street a little bit and have a look at the History Center and library. The ladies in here really know a lot about the history if you want to talk to them. Across the street from that is the Renegade Winery and Bistro. There you can go in and you can have something to eat and drink. Okay, and then there's a lot of old buildings still standing here, as you can see, and a lot of little shops around town. So if you're up this way, you might stop in and have a look around. And across the street from the bistro is a little park, and a stone column over there has a brass plaque telling a little bit about Mokelumne Hills, and we'll take a quick look here and you can read that. Our next stop is we're going to go up to our first mine to have a look at it, see what's there. Our first stop was supposed to be a mine. You see the old miner's cabin, what's left of the roof. What it was, it looked like it must have caved in because it's more just a prospect hole and washed in over the years. There's not much there. Well, we'd spent quite a bit of time just getting up there, crawling through the briars and everything, so it was kind of a disappointment. So we went on down to our next mine. So we have a look at it. And this one's a lot more interesting. It turned out to be the Valparaiso mine, which went back in 1,300 feet. Yeah, we're going back in here a ways. See what might be in here. See what they're mining. Look like they stoped up a little bit here. Tracing a little bit of the color. Seems like a little bit of a vein running right here. Going on back. A little wet. See a little bit of color. Uh, looks like they're chiseling out some of this along this vein here, trying to recover a little bit of gold in it. And a little froggy up on the road, a little toad. I don't know how far back this goes. We're just going to go a little ways to give you kind of an example. The tunnel's probably about 6 to 7 foot high running back here. Now we come to an intersection. It goes to the left and it goes to the right. Looks like they're trying to follow the vein structure here. Over to the right, looks like it pinched off. That's filled in. If we go over to the left, let's see where this goes. Looks like they might have stoked up a little bit on that, trying to find a continuation. It's like maybe possibly a very thin vein, maybe not much worth working. Okay, let's go back to the main tunnel here. You see this pile here is probably because it fell out of the roof. Really stoped up. There's a few loose rock here, so you have to watch for stuff like that. Okay. Well, we may go just a little bit more. See a lot of color right there. Looks like they used to have some rails in here. See the plank in the floor? They probably had ore carts coming back in here. Well, we're running out of color here, so they keep going on back. Some of this timber's still on the floor here through the rails. Must have been something they were chasing. It's a lot of rock taken out of here. Yeah, it looks like other people's been in here. There's a Bud Light can on the ground. Well, we're not going to go much further. Let's just make a little bend here. Somebody lost a shoe. Yeah, somebody's been back in here picking away. We've come back probably 300 to 400 feet, and this mine supposedly goes back 1,300 feet. So I'll go back just a little bit further here, have a look. See, the mine's still in pretty good shape. Looks like there's some rock fall out of the ceiling there. I think we'll just call her good right now. You can see the tunnel continues on. We're going to turn around and get out of here. I'm going to leave you the coordinates from where we've been today, so you just go to Google Earth, plug in those coordinates, see exactly where we've been. Thank you. If you get a chance, go to our website, www.desertroamerpress.com, and check out our treasure blog and videos. Thank you.